in the video lab today. Thankful for the opportunity just to chat a little bit with you. First off, just want to say a huge word of thanks to everyone who has really leaned in together these last several months as a church. It is no small task to take two congregations and to make the decision to live under one name and one roof and one mission. And so I'm just really proud of us. I'm really proud of everyone who has been a part of this from the very, very beginning. I think of the early meetings that we had where this was just an idea, and then we began to create a framework of how this would look like, and then we had all the town hall meetings, and then we had the vote right after Easter, and then we started becoming together. We started gathering together, we started getting to know one another, and we're still in that process. And this is all going to take time to do, but I just want to say thank you so much for the way that everyone is leaning in this time. One of the things that we are going to be adjusting as we step into the fall is what the Sunday morning expression of worship looks like a little bit. And so we've been gathering at 9:30 a.m. and we are beginning September 14th, which is the second Sunday in September. We're going to be adjusting that to a 10 o'clock worship time. And prior to that, we will have opportunities for kids to get together with one another, to build relationship with each other, to read and study the Bible. Annie and Kayla are working really hard on what that time is going to look like. And so that's going to be from 9 until 9:45. In addition to kids have an opportunity to do that, teenagers are also going to have an opportunity in the youth room. They'll have breakfast together. They'll open the scriptures together. They'll ask some questions. They'll connect. And that's going to happen during that same time from 9 to 9:45. So if you happen to have like a third grader and a seventh grader, they'll be able to come at that same time downstairs, and they'll have an environment that's been created for them prior to our worship gathering. In the past, that was being done following the worship gathering. And one adjustment that we're going to make for the fall is to put that beforehand so that it allows for more engagement. And so if you're an adult and you're like, oh, well, what should I do? If you have a fourth grader and a seventh grader and they're doing that, you should stick around. You should hang out in the foyer. There's going to be opportunities for you. It's going to look different weeks, but there's going to be opportunities. Maybe it's a Bible study time that looks like. Maybe it's a prayer group. As we move forward, we're going to create opportunities for you to engage and connect and be known. And so that's what that worship schedule is going to look like. So 9 o'clock to 9:45, we've curated some environments for kids, for teenagers, and we're going to do some for adults too, to connect with each other. And then we'll have about 15 minutes or so for coffee and donut holes, just like it happens now. Now people come through the doors and they grab a donut hole or whatever, or 11, and they come and do the worship gathering together and we worship. And so that time is 9 to 9:45, and then 10 o'clock to 11:15 will be our worship gathering. And so we want to be mindful. We have some folks in our congregation who live at Trail Ridge Retirement Community. And so there are some separate times that they serve lunch. And so we want to make sure that church ends in a time where they're able to get over to Trail Ridge for lunch, because that's important to us. And so we're going to be scheduling things with that in mind. So beginning September 14th, Sunday morning, 9 o'clock to 9:45, we have curated those environments for kids, for teenagers, and space for adults to connect with each other. And then beginning at 10 a.m. Will be our worship gathering. And like we've said from the very beginning, there's going to be times and things that we're going to adjust as we move forward. But we wanted to create that change so that there can be a greater sense of engagement and opportunity. And so please be looking for that. If you have questions on that, please reach out to somebody on staff. And we're really excited about the future ministry that is going to happen. You also may wonder, and you may have noticed that currently there is a Bible study that gathers following our gathering. And so Dennis Larson and Don Johnson do a great job of leading and guiding that time. And right now we're having conversations about how that looks like, looking at space for those groups to kind of decide, those Bible studies to decide, do we want to continue meeting after like we have been doing? Do we want to meet before? So those are conversations that are ongoing, and we'll have some clarity on that in the coming weeks. So if you're a part of one of those groups and you're like, oh wait, what is that going to look like? We're having conversations about that, and we will have clear details on that soon, but those conversations are ongoing. So thankful to be church with you. If you have a question, please reach out. Really excited for this fall as we kick off this ministry year together in this new season. Grace and peace.